My father's no different than any other powerful man. Any man who's responsible for other people. Like a senator or a president.
You know how naive you sound.
Why?
Senators and presidents don't have men killed.
Oh. Who's being naive, Kay?
So listen, hey, you want some gum anyway?
No, no thanks.
Well,
hey,
where
don't
is
do
it?
that. No. Would you watch the road?
Oh,
I'll get it.
okay.
You
That's
concentrate.
okay.
Concentrate, will you?
All right.
I'll get your piece.
Yeah, so listen, you drive?
Do I drive? No, I got a problem with driving.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I got a license, but I have too much hostility.
Oh, right. That's good.
It's a nice car. You keep it nice. Can I ask you, is this a sandwich?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
That was Annie.
I will feel the glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. Oh, but you're lovely with your smile so warm.
That's you and me, kid. Oh, I'm sorry. I just assumed that it was Everett.
Thank you very much.
Merritt, you did good.
Somebody big just died. Legendary actress Diane Keaton is dead at 79 years old. And my friend Mike North is here to help eulogize her. Mike, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good, but this was a shocker for all of Hollywood, Joe.
Yeah, it was.
It really was. It came suddenly. Nobody knew she was sick, so we'll get to her in just a minute. We got a short leash trying to fit in about a 50-year career into a half hour tonight. We got Aldo and the boys getting ready for another big bear show. They bare their soul tonight at 8 o'clock. So we got things to do. We got to go to our sponsors. First of all, Cumberland Chapels right there at 8300 West Lawrence Avenue. Peter Martino, Anthony Lupo, all the guys, they take care of you. They do the best they can for you, serving families with dignity and grace for decades. It is a place that people trust, and they give you the best deal. They don't try to gouge you. They try to take care of you. These are recent services there. Make sure if you have to plan something for somebody, you'll be going to the best. That is Cumberland Chapels, 8300 West Lawrence. Let's go now to Pennyville Station, and Pennyville Station is at 112 South Main Street there in Park Ridge, Illinois. Tino Antonacci, his son Tony, owns the place. Outstanding, great group of people out there, great bar scene, great food. Try to stop there once every couple of weeks to see him just outside. Now it's getting a little chilly. It was a little chilly today. You could still eat outside, but it's the outdoor guard's going to be closed soon. So there's Jesse Rogers and me. They got some great specials there. The specials are happy hour every day, 2 to 5. And you got the blue oysters and everything else there. So, we're going to cut it short a little bit tonight as far as the commercials are concerned, so we can get everything up. But they do have the cauliflower for everybody there. Okay, so it came as a shock to me. In fact, I'm supposed to get a pneumonia shot with my wife, BB. I go, where are we going to go get it? What doctor? I guess you can go to Jewel. I don't know.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I go, who gives it to you? The butcher? I have no idea. What are the checkers? Whatever. I didn't even know the guy who, seriously, you walk in, maybe the butcher says, hold on for a minute, gives you a little shot there, but we're going to go for that. She died of double pneumonia, and she had been sick. She lost a lot of weight that was just announced, and it's an absolute shame, but she was 79 years old, and she made a ton of movies. I saw a handful of them. I saw all her signature movies, but as I was looking at her bio today, She made a ton of movies. She was born January 5th, 1946. She was hot there. And to October 11th, 2025, she began acting on stage back in 1968 with Hair. And then Woody Allen's comic play Played Against Sam in 69. Then she started to get noticed, and then she got the big break. She was in Lovers and Other Strangers in 1970. But all of a sudden, she got this big break where she played, and I put it on X, condolences to Kay Adams Corleone. And then I put hashtag Diane Keaton, because that's who she was. That's what she was known for, okay? One of the great scenes. You know, they say that her role, and I agree, was understated. It was more a man's movie, if you want to know the truth. But it was a great break for her. She handled it well. She had to underact a little bit, but she was with great actors like Marlon Brando and Al Pacino and John Cassell. Then she ends up going to Annie Hall, amongst other places. She worked and did 8 movies with Woody Allen. This is what she won her Academy Award for. She plays a kooky, sort of like an off-center character, which was much like herself, I would imagine. She was awesome in it. I love her in the Woody Allen movies, no doubt about it. They had a brief romance, as she did with Al Pacino. This is a movie I refuse to see. I don't see sequels of movies that were made and that are institutionalized from the 1940s and 1950s. Father of the Bride, to me,
Oh, it's so good, Mike. It's so good.
Yeah, did you ever see the Spencer Tracy, Katharine Hepburn one?
I've not.
Okay, go watch that and then come back, and then you can explain, because Katharine Hepburn got nominated for 12 Academy Awards. Spencer Tracy, much decorated. Nothing against Diane Keaton. I'm not a Steve Martin guy. I'm sure she was good, but it was from the movie in 1950, of which the cast was Spencer Tracy, Katharine Hepburn, and Elizabeth Taylor, period. And so I didn't go see that movie, but I saw a lot of other movies that she did, including all 3 Godfather movies. Now, she made The Godfather 2, and she wasn't going to do it because Godfather 1, she didn't have a great role. It was an understated role. She couldn't show off her acting talent, to be honest with you. But I thought Richard Roeper described her right. She was the conscience of Godfather. She was the only decent one in the whole damn movie. Okay.
True. Yeah, that's true.
She was the
especially in 2.
Exactly. Then in Godfather 2, she wasn't going to do it. Then she read the script and they go, wait a minute. This isn't like the first movie I made. She's forceful. She doesn't take any crap. Although when she told Michael in Godfather 1 about the abortion, that wasn't a good move at the time. But, you know, that was one of the pivotal scenes in that movie in the hotel room. But Godfather 2, she comes on more forceful, more independent. And that convinced her to do it. She was great in it. Then she did Godfather 3. So she was loyal to the end, as Pacino was, to the Godfather series. And I like that. I know Robert Duvall didn't come back for 3. It hurt the movie big time. They had George Hamilton do it. And I'm not taking anything away from George Hamilton, but the whole thing just was different. He had Sonny's kid involved and everything else. So Godfather 1 and 2, probably the best movie and sequel of all time. Godfather 3, not as good, but Diane Keaton stepped up big in every single role. I told you she was born in January 5th, 1946. She made these moves looking for Mr. Goodbye. I never saw it, but I heard a lot of great things about it. Baby Boom is one of my favorites, which surprised me because Joe is so good at getting all the pictures. But Baby Boom is about a corporate woman who ends up with a child and ends up moving to farm country and all the nonsense that goes on. And thank you, Catherine. She is an icon. She also did Manhattan Murder Mystery, The First Wives Club, Finding Dory, and The Book Club. So she had big time roles. Something's Got to Give.
Great movie.
Unbelievable movie. Diane Keaton, Jack Nicholson. They got along famously. And look at them there. This is after they made the movie. And there she is with Goldie Hawn and Bette Midler, the First Wives Club. She went to Santa Ana High School in Santa Ana, California. She was a member of the theater group there. Then she began studying. She got to New York, in New York City, with the Neighborhood Playhouse. Stardom hit her with The Godfather, but it really came home to roost with Annie Hall, where she won her Academy Award. The Godfather series, she went from 72 all the way till 1990. Those were her two adopted children that she adopted after 50. She was never going to have kids. And then she said, you know what? I'm going to plunge in and I'm going to do it anyway. And it ended up being the greatest thing that ever happened.
God bless her. Yeah.
Huge. Yes, absolutely. Huge dog lover, which me and BB respect and love because we love our dogs. And just outstanding did a lot for charity for that also. She did say it's hard to play Ditzy, the genius of Annie Hall, that despite the loopy backhand, awful driving, and nervous tics, she also was a complicated, intelligent woman. And it was outstanding. Is that what you're laughing about, Annie Hall? Yeah. I love that movie. She also said a male actor can fly a plane, fight a war, shoot a bad man, pull off a sting, impersonate a big cheese in business. That's a great picture when her and Pacino were dating. Outstanding. She said there were more roles for men. That's just the natural way it was. Her and Woody Allen stayed and rehearsed late one night. They had a brief affair, but it must have been fun because they ended up doing 8 movies together. She has been accused of playing the same type of roles. And I'll read the movies and I'll tell you sincerely, that never happened. She didn't. How is Kay Corleone the same as the woman in Annie Hall? There's no correlation.
Something's got to give. Totally different. Yeah.
Something's got to give. Exactly. Nicholson was at his best. He was nearing the end of his prime when he made that movie, and he was so good. They couldn't have picked a better group. Baby Boom, 1987, her first of 4 collaborations with writer-producer Nancy Meyer. She played a Manhattan career woman who was suddenly forced to care for a toddler. A modest box office success, but it was one of her favorite performances. And if you haven't seen it, folks, check it out. I highly recommend that movie. I really do. She played more mature roles down the line. By the 90s, she established herself as one of the most popular and versatile actors in Hollywood. Just outstanding. She did The Lemon Sisters. She did Father of the Bride 2, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. She did sequels like Godfather 3. She did Manhattan Murder Mystery after the movie Manhattan. So she did a lot of sequel stuff and stuff like that. The movies that she made were outstanding. And I'm going to read them for everybody here because by the way, she was religious, but as later on in life, she became an agnostic, which is prove it to me. Quit telling me about God and all this and what's going to happen, and what happened with Jesus, and prove it to me. So she became agnostic. She was interested in religion because she wanted to go to heaven. Her other activities, she was a vegetarian. She was a photog. But she took a lot of photography. But here was the surprise for me. I have a favorite singer. One of my favorite singers of all time is Belinda Carlisle. And Belinda Carlisle did a couple of great songs. My 2 favorite videos of Belinda Carlisle, I find out, were directed by Diane Keaton because I saw
that's crazy.
I saw Belinda Carlisle the other day, heartbroken on X, saying it was the greatest. Let's check out a little Belinda Carlisle. This is Diane Keaton's directorship.
Ooh, baby, do you know that's what? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. They say in heaven, love comes first. We'll make heaven a place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on
She also did, that's excellent, Joe. She also did Leave a Light On for Me. The two biggest hits of her career, solo-wise, she was in the Go-Go's and Diane Keaton. I never knew it, and I watched those videos quite a bit. Outstanding job. She's one of the great American actresses. Morgan Freeman, Leonardo DiCaprio, Steve Martin, Jane Fonda, Kate Hudson, Keanu Reeves, who starred with her in that movie, Jack.
Yeah, something's got to give. Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah Jessica Parker. They all were in shock about it. They're all down about it. And De Niro, stuff like that. But speaking of Katharine Hepburn and Father of the Bride and her, if you want to compare anybody to Katharine Hepburn, the way Katharine Hepburn dressed, she dressed in men's clothing, basically, so did Diane Keaton. Diane Keaton always, for the most part, dressed in pants, slacks, just like Katharine Hepburn. Okay. And Diane Keaton had her, there she is as Kay Adams. And that's when they were dating. Now, I'm going to read a little Pacino for you guys. This is what he had to say today, which was, he made a mistake. This is what he's saying. Al Pacino is said to have lingering regrets about not marrying Diane Keaton. Reports from Unilad suggest people close to him revealed he still reflects on their past. The two met while filming The Godfather and spent years on and off relationships. Keaton eventually grew tired of the uncertainty and gave Pacino a choice: marry her or let her go. He chose not to commit, and they went their separate ways. Years later, Keaton called him the one who got away, and Pacino said to wish he had made a different decision. So pretty good stuff that's coming out about Diane Keaton. Now, the movies, Lovers and Other Strangers, outstanding. The Godfather, it's an institution.
Classic. Probably the best movie of all time. Probably.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to put Gone with the Wind or Citizen Kane or some of these other movies, then you can. Godfather gets the nod from me. And plus the sequel, Godfather 2, this is weird, maybe as good as The Godfather.
It's pretty damn close.
De Niro makes a huge, big time stake in that movie. Pacino's in it. They're all in it. I mean, everybody thinks Pacino and De Niro, starred in Heat. That was the first time they were together in a movie. No, it was way back in the day. Sleeper, 1973, Woody Allen, hilarious. Annie Hall, legendary, great actress in that. Got an Academy Award. Then you go down, Crimes of the Heart, Radio Days, Baby Boom, great movie. I recommend it. The Lemon Sisters, Godfather 3, Father of the Bride. She plays Nina Banks, the mother, 1991. The First Wives Club, Annie Paradis, she plays. She also was in Father of the Bride 2, Nina Banks. So like you say, Joe, it was a huge hit.
Yeah,
but the same thing happened with Father of the Bride. They did a sequel at 50, Father's Little Dividend, with the same crew. They just didn't call it Father of the Bride 2, which made it a good thing to do for them to do with her movie. The First Wives Club, Marvin's Room, Town and Country with Warren Beatty. They had a wild fling. So all these movies, and she worked all the way. She kept herself busy.
That she did.
They did Father of the Bride Part 3 on YouTube and Facebook. Okay, so I don't know how that went. Her last movie was last year's Summer Camp. She did Love American Style in 1970 on TV. So she did some TV movies. She also got the American Film Institute's Lifetime Achievement Award, a tribute to Diane Keaton. That's when you know you've made it good. So from January 5th, 1946 to October 11th, 2025, she did her own thing, man. When you think of an independent actress, you think of her. She had a great look. That's how she looked up until recently.
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't look like 78, 79 to me. She's with a younger man there, Michael Douglas. I think he's a little bit younger than her. She wore great clothes. It was great. She adopted 2 kids at 50. So just a legendary woman who acted with the best of them. Got a lot of accolades and stuff like that. So we just want to wish her the family, the kid, a tough loss for Hollywood. Enjoyed her work. Joe, which was your favorite movie out? I know you liked Father of the Bride.
I'm a Godfather fan, obviously, probably one of my favorites. Father of the Bride's a classic with Steve Martin.
Yep.
All of her big movies are great. But one of the really underrated films.
Something's Got to Give is great.
Something's Got to Give is a great underrated film. That's probably one of my favorites.
I agree.
Jack Nicholson is great in it.
I agree.
And then she's in a Christmas movie a lot of people aren't familiar with called The Family Stone, which I actually had in the open.
Okay. I saw that. 2005.
Yeah, 2005.
I haven't seen it. I'll check it out.
It's a great family Christmas movie, you know. I mean, a lot of big stars in it. Craig T. Nelson is in it with her. Sarah Jessica Parker, Rachel McAdams, Luke Wilson.
Love Rachel McAdams.
Yeah, right?
Rachel. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So just so many great movies, and just it's hard to believe. It doesn't feel real.
No. Well, we only got a couple minutes here, but I do want to say that Diane Keaton will go down as a legend. I'll be watching some more of her movies. I'll go check out that 2005 movie. But once again, condolences to everybody out there. I know everybody's hurting. The thing I liked about Diane Keaton, you didn't read about her. Sort of like Redford. They didn't do commercials. They just did their one movie, 2 movies a year, and then they just went back home. You never read about her in anything negative.
That's true.
Although you did, she was shocked to see herself, she says in the tabloids, well, you're dating Al Pacino. You know, you're dating other guys at the Woody Allen. So you're going to, but as far as that goes, as far as she was just a heavy influence on a lot of people. So on behalf of everybody here, get ready for Aldo and the boys. Got some good beer stuff.
Coming up here in 3 minutes.
3 and 2. Talk about, somebody big just died. Somebody big is living. The Chicago Bears, my God. And they're living large.
They've got more than a pulse, Mike.
My God, they're winning some games they used to lose. The last 2 games we would have lost. So good for them. The quarterback thing, I'm so tired of it because every quarterback taken in the draft, every week, one of them's going to have a big game. Sort of like the 83 team group with Kelly and Marino and all those guys. Guess what? Every week, one of them was better than the other. So there's not going to be one dominant guy, I don't believe, sticking out. Drake May's good, and so are other people. But I digress. Somebody big just died. Condolences to the Keaton family and to Diane Keaton. And Joe, great job. And we hope everybody enjoyed this eulogy. And thanking our sponsors, Cumberland Chapels and Pennyville Station.